Peace, family. So I'm back with another one, you know what I'm saying? So today what I wanted to do is touch base on targeted individuals, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of similar to my gang stalking videos I did earlier. You can go back down, or I'll put it somewhere up here in one of these corners. But as a targeted individual, what I wanted to start with was, I feel like they created this term paranoia to kind of deflect the spiritual realm. So that way you won't have the same perspective of the spiritual realm as you normally would, because you have this definition of paranoia, which paranoia was not always a word, it was a word created. You know what I'm saying? So words are spells, spells are real. Simple process. But as a targeted individual, like, you really have to do a great job at keeping yourself protected at all times. You have to do a great job at making sure you amplify your discernment, your intuition, you know what I'm saying? All your radars that you use to read beings, you know what I'm saying? So when I don't want to say when you become targeted, because usually you're targeted from a young age already. So as you grow older and you start progressing out here in the physical world, you're also progressing in the spiritual realm. So even though it may seem like you're not moving out here in the physical realm, you may be elevating still in the spiritual realm as a targeted individual. So as you moving up in these different levels, new devils. So now there is new obstacles that's going to be coming your way. And sometimes it seems like it's just out the blue, but usually it's like some kind of tactic used to kind of divert your energy or to turn it chaotic. You know what I'm saying? It gets difficult, like going around people that you care about and knowing that these people aren't really taking the steps to build their self up stronger spiritually. So there's still easy access for other entities to use their vessel to target you still, you know what I'm saying? So you may be having a conversation with somebody that you care about, and something randomly just shifts the conversation, you know what I'm saying? Only to create chaos within you, you know what I'm saying? It's not like they intentionally did it, but because they aren't strong enough for their vessels, this other entity is just going to overpower them, and it's going to continue to do what that entity job is to do, which is to destroy and to create chaos, you know what I'm saying? So it's going to have you feeling a little chaotic, and it's not so much as, it's, you know, my peoples that I'm around, is more so that they just haven't built themselves up strong enough, you know what I'm saying? So that way they can be in charge of their vessel. This is their temple, you know what I'm saying? So it gets tricky, you know what I'm saying? When you target it, you kind of feel like you target it, you know what I'm saying? Like everything you do, everywhere you go, like it feels like it's always something weird happening that you really can't put your finger on. And it almost seems like it's always happening directly towards you, or it almost happens directly towards you every time. And then like your first instincts is to kind of just want to brush it off to the side, like, that could have happened with anybody. But then you being you, always questioning, like, oh, why did it happen to me at this time and right now and blah, 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 you know what I'm saying? And you start putting 1, 2, and 3 together. So it's just constantly being aware that any given time, you know what I'm saying, you can have bullets thrown at you. So, and I don't mean physical bullets, we in a spiritual battle, you know what I'm saying? So here come the planes. But you always gonna be in that space to where anytime you leave your space and you allow them in your space to target you as well too, with your own technology and stuff. But it's like when you leave your space, you're now more so in their realm, and they have more access to more tools and stuff to get to you, you know what I'm saying? So you could be driving down the road and then just somebody just randomly turns in front of you and just start going way slower when you saw them all the way up the road, and they had plenty of time to switch lanes and do whatever they wanted to do. But it's the concept of understanding that these are like subtle spiritual attacks on you. you have to remove the word paranoia. You know what I'm saying? We targeted individuals out here, so we kind of like the X-Men. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got different powers and abilities, so they want to suppress it. So they're gonna take every tactic that they can do to suppress it. You know what I'm saying? So when you moving out outside of your vicinity, you know what I'm saying, outside of your bubble, because really the only access they have to you in your space is through your computers, you know what I'm saying, your phones, and if you got a dumb TV, you know what I'm saying. I don't call them smart TVs because we're the intelligent beings, so they dumb TVs, you know what I'm saying, unless you got a dumb TV. Any other that kind of Bluetooth shit, you know what I'm saying, they'll kind of try to infiltrate and do little weird shit. Then there be times when I be trying to work on my program doesn't use the internet, so why the fuck is my program loading and lagging and not operating at the right processor it's supposed to? It's little shit like that, you know what I'm saying. But once you become accustomed to it and start understanding that, you'll have different tactics that you can do to counter what they're doing, you know what I'm saying. So say if I'm like, for example, say my computer and I'm in my program doing my edits, I don't need the internet, so it shouldn't be nothing based off of that server, you know what I'm saying. Say my shit start being weird and tweaking, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull out my phone and then I'll start doing some promotional things, because sometimes I feel like what it's trying to do is it's trying to pull me away from my purpose. So if I get frustrated at this program for not working, it's gonna make me want to be like, yo, fuck it, I ain't about to do nothing with this joint, I'm about to do something else. But for me, I understand that this is my job and this is what I love to do. Not necessarily just speaking in front of the camera. It's like a whole big plan orchestrated, you know what I'm saying? But this is a portion of it. So it's like, you're not gonna knock me off my square. I ain't about to get frustrated at this program. That's gonna eventually start working again. So right now, until that little process, whatever is going on loading, I'm gonna go ahead and do some promotion or do some marketing right now, so that way I'm still putting one foot in front of the other. You know, that tactic didn't slow me down. But just some different concepts, you know what I'm saying, and some different ideologies to just kind of always be mindful of. You know, don't let people trick you and confuse you into some weird place or space or thinking that it's paranoia. You wouldn't know what the fuck paranoia is if they didn't teach you what that word was, you know what I'm saying? That word was never founded or created, then you wouldn't even know what it was. But I ain't want to run this up too long, you know what I'm saying? Drop into everything down below. Peace to the kings and queens.